All right, we are live. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Unconventional Mindset. It is Monday. Happy Monday. Hope you all had a great weekend. If you're like me on the East Coast, hopefully you made out of the hurricane in good shape, hopefully. And today we are going to get back into Figma and we're going to be touching up our design for our Webflow library component template / application that we're building called Pixel Pieces. So here we are back in Figma, and I had a few ideas that I want to start building out, and I want to actually build out here in Figma. Actually, I guess it'll be kind of in here what the actual application itself is going to look like from the sketches that we did last week and a half ago. And I think we'll do it in here. I kind of have some ideas here on paper, which I don't think you could see at all. I gotta get my overhead camera back up and running. So that's what we're gonna do. There's stuff with like fonts and colors that I also want to tackle because I don't like this, and I just want to I want it to just be how can I say this? I think I don't want the background to be your generic white. I think I want that to be a little bit off white, maybe a little bit, kind of like a very, very light gray or like a cream color. And I think I want to have a little bit more roundness as well to the buttons. So let's play around with that. In fact, let's take a look at this button, actually see what we can do here. Should it be fully round or just maybe even just one EM? Actually, it's not looking too bad. And I want to work a little bit with my icons. Let's see. Let's add a little bit here. So this is down, and this should go in the navigation. And it's way too big. Maybe something like this. Can you change the color of a PNG? Probably not. However, whoops. Maybe what I can do is lower the opacity. Oh, fill. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, it's filling. Oh, is it filling? Okay, hang on. Temperature, tint. That's all black, right? So it's not going to really do anything. Oh, fill. Fit, fill. Right. That's just filling the whole thing. Okay. That's fine. Let's just make this a little bit lighter. You might have a hard time seeing this. And then another one here for templates. need to select components, templates. I don't know if we need an about. Right here. I'm going to keep this as lean as possible. Button master, button inverted. Feel like that should be thin. Let's get this button here. That's better. And let's build this little drop down section for what that's going to look like off of the header. All right. So components. So we're going to have something like this. And this is going to be, let's just call it drop down. No, we're going to need something much lighter. It's hard to gauge a good color here. Okay, something like that. This will become a little bit more apparent with what I'm doing here in a moment. At least I hope it will. Okay, so yeah, so this is going to be the drop down. When you click on components, this will drop down, and we want to have different, so there's going to be different, what's the word I'm looking for? Different menu items, right? So like header. So we want this to be just regular text, regular 16 point, yeah. And then we want to have another, which is going to have, say, like the number of components. But this one, we're going to make it, should it be smaller? Should it be the same? Oh, that's a good question. If it's much smaller, how does it look? Maybe that's not so bad. Component count. right. So I think that'll work good. I think that will work well. Might be better English. Hey Ninja, how you doing? Doing very well. Thank you very much. How was your weekend? Hopefully you had a good, relaxing weekend or a productive weekend. Okay, so we got this. Let's put this in a group and let's just call this, that's just your drop down. That's just an item. And we're going to need more of these. So header, okay, we're just gonna make stuff up right now. Say footer. Oh, actually this text is opposite. Oh, this is the button here. We want to right align things. So line up there. Or maybe you should say something like headers. Footers. You know, maybe there's 10 of these. Again, just throwing out sample numbers here. Homepage hero. Again, we'll come up with actual names for these things. We'll just come up with a few more here just to get the idea across. Blog posts, sure. And say, let's say, whatever, 7. And we'll just do column 1, column 2. Okay, we have, navigation. That's probably a component. And let's say, sure, 11. Saku Koivu's number. For navigation. And then we have whatever, call to action. Very generic. Don't think that would actually be a real thing. Features. Say 9. And another thing could be, I just had one. Oh, like a pricing table. Okay. All right. Right, so that would be your drop-down table. Let's get all this stuff centered. What do we have here? That's the drop-down background. And can I center? Okay, how do I? Distribute vertically. Okay, no, that didn't work. Okay, that one worked. Although, is this going to distribute? Distribute horizontal spacing? Yeah, that's not doing anything. So if I do this, that's gonna, yeah, smush them together. Maybe if we just put them in one group, obviously that should work. If I align that. Make that a little bit smaller. And okay. So something like that as the drop down. Oh, it'd be really cool to get icons. Should we get icons for this? No. 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 No icons. It would be cool though. But that's a future thing. Okay. So this is drop down items. Yeah. And drop down background. And then this whole thing is just, actually, should I, whoops. It's in a group, but maybe I should make this into like a component. And we'll call that a drop down. Or main menu. A drop down / main menu. There we go. Okay, and that should go inside the header, right? You can't put components inside components. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Sure, that's fine. Okay, you know what? Let's I'm thinking, should we expand this? Put another column? Because there's going to be lots of different types of components. Yeah, let's create another one. How do I make sure it's even, Steven? Don't know. We'll figure that out in a second. So let's go like about. Get in there. And what number haven't we used before? We haven't used 5. What are we gonna have? Say landing page. I mean, that seems more of an actual template, but that's okay. We're going to have testimonials. That would be an interesting and relevant type of component to have. Let's just get a larger number just to vary up the look a little bit. And so navigation, let's just say portal. And we already used 5. Did we use 1? We haven't used 1. Okay. So hang on. Let's go to our columns. And of course, this one buggered off. And we want to evenly distribute these. Okay. And then I guess we'll just go in here and center this. Okay, I think this needs to go in more. You know, maybe something like that. Okay. There we have our nice drop down. Maybe just below the header. Can you do animations on here, or what's the animations? I think it's like a prototype. Yeah, you can. So I'm thinking, like, is there a present view? This is like InDesign. So InDesign is where you can actually have interactive prototypes, and then you can select sections on here that users can click on and interact with. Anyways, I don't see any of that here. How do you, so there's the frame size, right? The frame size changed whenever I updated a few things. Oh, this is frustrating. Okay, no, we don't want to do that. Resize to fit. Maybe that's it. There we go. Oh, that's all it takes. All right, I learned a new button. Okay. Drop down, just hide for now. You know what I'm thinking? Maybe to stand out a little bit from everyone. Okay. What if instead of having the logo on the right-hand side, which everyone does, or sorry, the left-hand side, we come and put it smack dab in the middle, like this. But if we do this, then I would want to take this, like, then this comes into the middle, right? Then it's just totally changed. Okay, that was bad. How do I? So this whole thing comes in the middle and everything is centered. I can't center the text like that. And then I don't have to worry about having some kind of illustration on the side. So how do I? Oh yeah, it's this button. I always get the buttons wrong. Let's change this. This is clunky. Pixel Pieces is your resource for high quality. Like, just change this with this. Access high quality Webflow components and templates so you can build amazing websites fast. Just simplify things. Super, super simple. Anthony, hello. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate having you here. All right. So we simplify that, make it easier for everyone. So does this look better than what it was before? That's the question. And this thing here, what's the resize button? Where was that button? It wasn't the clip content button. Maybe we can't do it because it's part of a component. Could be. Hey, I had a quick question. I came across your series and I think it's a great idea. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Did you learn Webflow beforehand? So, short answer is yes. I've been using Webflow for actually not that long. I would say Webflow for about 2 years now. I've been using Webflow, but I've been designing and building websites for like over 15, 16 years now. Oh, sorry. US Americare. Don't know who that was. Sorry, my phone was ringing. Right, so let's put that comment back up. Yeah, so I know a lot about web designing. I used to do everything pretty much by hand too. And so getting into Webflow wasn't too difficult for me because I knew the fundamentals of CSS and HTML and grids and how to lay things out. So it was a pretty nice transition to get into Webflow. So yeah, so that, I think that answers that question. And yeah, if you've seen any of my other stuff too, I started using WordPress a long time ago, back when it was like 2.3 or something like that. And for the most of my career, I was using WordPress to build websites. Then I came across Webflow and it like totally changed the game for me. I just love it so much. And for clients now, I won't even recommend WordPress, only in like very rare instances. But everything I do now is within Webflow, just because they're so great to use. Like the company is really, really good and the product is really, really good. So I love it. Okay. But one thing that I am learning right now is Figma. So I've just been using Figma for the past few days consistently, and I've used it 1 or 2 times before this. So I'm learning Figma, which is kind of strange, I guess, for a designer. But for the most part, I was always using Photoshop, believe it or not, to do layouts. So kind of old school that way. So I want to center this, but it's this thing is not going to play nicely either because of something to do with it being a component. Can I unlink it? Oh, okay, that's going to the actual component itself. Okay. Let's just visually center these right now, and we'll worry about this whole component issue that I'm having with later. So does this look better than what it was before? Which I didn't take a screenshot. I should have taken a screenshot. And then what I would do, I would probably actually... Would we hide this button? Hide this. Yeah. Yeah, something like this. It's cleaner, but now I'm worried that visually it might be too boring. Ooh, but I know what we're going to do down here. We're going to add some more detail, so it might still be okay. You learned to use Elementor for WordPress, yeah, which was easy, but Webflow feels harder to wrap my head around, mostly with how the layout sections, just how I want them. Right. So how much background do you have with actually writing CSS and HTML? Because I feel if you have a solid grasp of that, which doesn't take too long to learn, actually, I think you'll find that using Webflow is going to be much easier than using Elementor. I've used Elementor too quite a bit, and my clients were using them as well. And that one, again, this is personal preference as well too, right? That one I find a lot clunkier to use because I feel like I don't have as much control as I do in Webflow. But I can see how I can see though how Webflow can seem harder to grasp than Elementor. Because I think Elementor is really designed for people who are using WordPress that don't know anything about web design, like at all, right? So they're like, I just want to build build the page, drag and drop some stuff, and then away you go. So that makes perfect sense. But Webflow, I think, is more in tuned or aligned with an actual designer who wants to learn how to build websites without having to write code. So I think that's the difference between the two. So again, yeah, lots of tools out there, lots of pros and cons to each tool. And at the end of the day, it's not one tool is the best for every single thing. It's whatever tool is going to be best suited for your particular use case and your need and, in your project. But what I find, because when I build websites for clients, it's always, you have to hand them off to them so that they can figure out how to update the content on their own. Unless, they want to just hire me or hire whoever to update the content. And so far, what I've seen is users have an easier time editing their content in Webflow than they do in WordPress. But that being said, the thing that I find the easiest, or that people find the easiest, is Ghost, believe it or not, which is just all about just managing content, which is just super streamlined and super easy. But that's a conversation for another day with Ghost, which I love, but it's like, oh, not the best. Yeah, super buggy. Yeah. Yeah, it's good for what it is and for who it's for, but for anybody that wants really good control, you're not going to get that. And that's kind of the problem with WordPress. It's built as this big, huge software that's supposed to be for everybody, but ends up being it's still for a lot of people, but it's not very specific. So back to this. Is this better than before? So hang on a second. How much can I undo? I wonder how much of this stuff is stored in memory here in Figma. Looks like I can undo quite a bit. Can I keep going? Keep going. A little more. There we go. Okay. But I do want to change this text. Make it a lot less clunky. Okay. Design and build beautiful Webflow websites. Right. So if I change that around, see, we found this earlier. I'm not a fan of this image at all. I don't think it's going to fit with what where this is going. So I can I duplicate this? Duplicate. Is there a duplicate button? Duplicate. Just copy and paste. Copy, paste as code. No, can I not just duplicate this thing? Just copy, paste. There we go. Okay, so we'll do this one as home, like version 1. And right, that's there. And then we'll just do home version 2. How do I get this thing to behave like I want it to behave? Reset all. That's just going to reset the whole thing. Oh, I think I need to do it up here in the actual component. Where's the components? Okay, here we go. So I have to, what do I have to do? Independent corners. Oh, it's this button, resize to fit. That's the button. Okay. Resize to fit. Okay. I got to remember where that button is. So what was the heading again? Design and, I can't remember now. Design and build beautiful Webflow websites, of course. Design and build Beautiful Webflow websites. Okay. Oh, this won't let me like constrain this thing. Interesting. Oh, okay, I could do this. But no, I don't need to clip the content. I need to make sure that this thing fits in, right? Okay, so the text is just not wrapping. Well, what's the word? It shouldn't be overflowing this. Do I need to clip? Clip just makes it disappear, but we need to constrain? No, it's the proportions. Come on, Figma. Okay, if I was building Figma, where would I put this button? It's got to be on the component on that level, and then there should be something here. Constrain. Well, that's constraining against the canvas. Okay. That takes us to the component. No. Come on, man. This is making no sense. Oh, is it this? Ah, that's this button. Was it fixed size? Right. Oh, goodness. Took forever to find. Okay. So now we can center this. But maybe... Yeah. And can we center this? And you two go center. And these buttons. So, right, we don't need that button. We just need the get started. Right, are these all aligned? Not quite. Okay. I think I'm going to have to, I really need to get on a logo here with this. Everything's all messed up inside here as well. Probably there's this hero image. There we go. Okay, design and build beautiful Webflow. Okay. So now let's look at this section here. It'd be nice to have like a testimonial or something like that down here. Okay, so here I think it would be kind of cool. I don't know if it would be cool. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud here. Okay, should I just start? Oh, this is all V1. I need to change this. I've been working on V2. Okay. Design and build beautiful websites. So I'm thinking about putting some kind of little pill button here that kind of tells you what this is all about, like this section is all about. Which this is all about like saving time. And let me just see if I can like take control of your time. And this is this section here. Can I close that so I can see? Close that too. Okay. I'm going to something like this. And I want to, if I do this, and let's give it a little bit of a fill color. It's muted a little bit. Or desaturate, I guess would be the correct term. And uh, 40. Oop. Undo that. Right, so something like this. Yeah, I've done something like this for a couple clients before. I liked it, but I don't know if it's going to work here. Okay, I'm going to start on this browser piece actually. So let me hide this because, oh, that's kind of cool. You hover over top of it and comes back. I am going to just build something. All right. Center. Is there a shortcut key for this? Alt H. Alt H. Oh, that didn't work. What the hell? Or did I? No, that's still not working. What does it say? Alt plus H. That's what it says. Alt H. There we go. Weird. Okay. Da, da, da. Rounded corners. Or what did we have? 16? Might have to do more for this one just because it's larger. Okay, let's get a good fill color. Ooh, that actually looks good. All right, and we are going to have, what are we going to have? Okay. This whole section here, let's put it in here. Yeah, let's put it in here. Excuse me. This is going to be the, just the app. Call it the app. So the app background. Actually, and we need the app sidebar. So we have a sidebar, something like this. And let's actually, which one is this one? Let's undo this one and undo this one. And this one. That background is going to be a little bit less. Sure, just something like that for now. And actually, this one's 0, and I think, no, not that one. Nope. Yeah, that one. Oh, that's not right. Why isn't that? This is supposed to be 0. Am I losing my mind? Oh, right. But what I need to do is just move that over. There we go. Okay, so this is what this is going to look like when you're logged in. We are going to have we need text. Pixel pieces. So why is the text? Oh, this thing. Can I just auto this? Okay. Da, 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 da. So this is pixel pieces. I need a logo, which I don't have. So let's just make a sample one. Actually, let's see if I can find one real quick. Let's go to Vado Elements. I want a graphic. I want a graphic of a pie. No, like an actual, like pie to eat. Is there any similar ones of pies? The reason why I think of pie is because I think of pixel pieces and then P with two eyes, just kind of like pie. So, you know, as like a slice of pie. And it's kind of a piece, right? So, but not so cartoony. Well, see more. What can I get? They're all hand-drawn doodles. What is this one? Looks like a 3D render. Lemon pie. Get me a good piece of a pie. That's a full pie. I don't need a full pie. I need a piece of a pie. A pie slice. A specific idea in mind of how I'd want the angle of the pie slice. I don't think I necessarily want a 3D. That's too detailed. Bakery icons. $25 icons. I need to see what it looks like. Let me download it. And where are we going to put this? Let's put this in my assets. Extract. I need to be able to see them. If I go here, is it gonna? I can't even go like next. Do you not have? I guess if I open up Illustrator, I can see them all. Okay, here we go. None of these look like a slice of pie. Crap. Okay. Well, hang on. This pie, that, yeah, no. Nope, don't like any of those. Okay. Okay, let's just find something soon so we can move on to something more important. Okay. let's take this piece of pie just so we can have something. Add and download. Extract. Let's just take a look. All right, here's our piece of pie. Close that. Okay, a little bit too big. So let's okay, yeah, that doesn't look good at all, but something for now. Okay, there's my logo placeholder. Eesh. Not the greatest, but oh, I did something, but something for now. Where's that image? So, all right. That's the logo. Are these things centered against each other? Yes. Okay, so we have our logo here. And then in the app, we're going to go down. And now let's put into our components, right? So the menu item, they're going to have components. Let's change the font size here. Normal. 16. Oh, what did I do? All right, so they're gonna have components, and we actually want to get some icons for that as well. Let's just get a components. Actually, I know what kind of other things I might want here. I'm going to want this icon. I am going to want sorry, I'm just trying to find a good icon here. Icon for components. I want like a wrench. Maybe something like this. That might work as well for a component. Components. Properties. UI. There we go. So do I build websites for any business or a specific niche? So I've been trying to think about narrowing down my niche. And for the most part right now, I do a lot of work for university organizations and science tech-based companies. So that might be where I end up focusing my efforts. But right now, the way that my website is structured is that I'll just really design a website for anybody at this stage of the game. But I think niching down is really important because it's going to help me really identify my market, which will help identify what my message is going to be. Because I don't want to be, hey, I design all kinds of websites for everybody, because there's a big difference between doing a tech startup website for some intense oceanography, like new technology, versus, you know, a website for a real estate agent. So niching down is always a good idea, in my mind. And that's something that, you know, of course, I'm still new at this. It's been a year since I've been doing this, actually full time. So I'm still trying to figure out what my niche is going to be. So there's that learning curve that I'm experiencing right now. And I think for a lot of people, especially if you're newer to web design or what have you, I mean, you might not be in the luxurious position to be able to pick and choose your clients. So you might just have to take what you can get and then figure out how you want to specialize and niche down, as you get more experience and more clients and all those kinds of things. I think for me too, I've worked a lot in the academic field. I came from the University of Waterloo, where I got my degree from, and I was there for, I don't know, on and off for about 10 years. And then now I'm here at in Halifax at Dalhousie University, where I worked for a few years as well too. So a lot of experience kind of working in academia and kind of understanding how to merge or bridge the gap between design and science communication, which is a big thing. A lot of people in the science space don't really know how to communicate their messaging to ordinary people, which is a weird way to say they're not ordinary people, just people that aren't living and breathing research all the time. And favorites. I need an icon for a heart. Maybe, can I search this? It might make it a little easier. Right. And a heart. Okay. So all these components here, let's just bring these down. Do you prototype this? I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that question. Like, am I building a prototype of this? So I think I can answer your question, what I'm doing here. So I'm just building, or I'm just designing what this application is going to be, because I have components that are already built and I'm building more components for Webflow, and I'm going to launch this application. Like, I'm not going to build a prototype. I'm just going to build the whole thing, and I'm just going to launch it. And then people are going to be able to, you know, sign up and join and, you know, cut and paste their components and, you know, download the templates or whatever that I'm going to make. And that's that. So no real prototype. I guess the only real prototype I'm building is I'm just designing in here so I can figure out exactly what I want my website to look. And then I'm just going to go ahead and Webflow and then build it. So I'm in the design process right now, or design phase. Actually, these icons are a little bit too small. Let's make them a little bit bigger. But yeah, over the next, you know, week or two, however long it's going to take, I'm going to be step by step building this whole application on the stream. So if you've never built an actual application before, you know, fully functional with users and payments and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to build it all on the stream. So I think that'll be cool. I think that'll be fun. And lots of things that we could all learn together. I know I got lots to learn, so. Okay. Like how this is working. Everything's all messed up here. Okay. Components, properties. Oh, the text defaults to center aligned. I don't like that. I don't know how to change that. And let's put that down. And we're going to have favorites, and templates. Actually, you go up here. Actually, no, templates. Templates goes before properties. Actually, what do I mean by properties? Let me go back to my... Oh, right. Yeah. So properties are going to be things that you can select to filter out the different types of components and templates. Right. So components, templates, properties, and favorites. Okay, let's center these guys together. Oh, that didn't look like it worked at all. That doesn't look centered at all. It looks totally way off. That looks way off. Okay, can we... Okay. Okay, you're not centered. Okay, something like this. Okay. So that's goes with favorites. Settings goes with properties. That goes with components, and this goes with templates. No, shit. So this is going to be, that's just your sidebar. Nav when you're logged in. Okay. And just referring back to my sketches. All right. I'm going to go here. And we want to oh, no, that's not what I want. Oh, content, that's what I want. Okay, here we go. Let's get an avatar of this guy. And how do I get him in there? Please select an image layer. Okay, oops. So, I need an image layer. Oh, maybe I just do this. It's going to be an ellipse. And then, yeah, content reel. Well, that was there. Avatars and this guy, right? Oh, I just can't see it. He's there. Oh, that's not the guy I wanted. Content reel, avatar, this guy. Okay. And oops. All right. And that's the portal where you'll get into your settings. Center that against there. Okay, and then basically what's going to be on the inside are going to be the actual components, right? Actually, you know what? Can I take this thing? Can I copy this? Can I bring it here? And I want to put it in the sidebar nav, down by components. And then copy it again, down with templates. Okay, perfect. And now we want to... So now it's going to be actually how are we going to display the components here. Do we want to display them as a square? Yeah, let's display them as a square. 200 by 200. Of course, we're going to add our border radius. For right now, what color should we make them? Okay. That's the app portal. This is just going to be the app. Just main content. Main content area. And this is the component. We also want a heart. Where's H? Where's the heart? Okay. So if somebody wants to favorite that heart. Now I should... I still can't fill it, eh? I thought I'd be able to because it's SVG. Oh. Wait, maybe I can. Yeah, I can. Perfect. So we have the heart. If someone's going to heart a component, and then I'll show up in their favorites. And we're going to have 2 buttons. This will actually be a button small, which I don't think I made. No, I didn't. Let's just make one real quick now. And we're going to view. And let's add auto layout. Radius. We need a fill color. Yeah, fill white. Needs a stroke. I mean, how crazy we can get here. Text size, where are you? Where are you? Oh, prototype. Scroll behavior. So maybe this, Anthony, is what you were talking about, the prototype here within Figma. Again, I'm not good with Figma, but I guess I was talking about this earlier, prototyping with InDesign, which you can do, which makes your images and your canvases interactive. So no, I probably will not be doing that, if that's what you meant. So text size. Where is this? Right, is it because it's, oh, there we go. It was in the frame. So yeah, you're gonna need to be much smaller. Oh, that might be too small. And then oh, comments hidden. I think I pressed a button. Yeah, this might work a little bit better. So these are the buttons. Oh, come on, stop it. So that's view, and this is copy. These are the buttons that you press to copy and paste the component onto your clipboard. And from there, you'll be able to, yeah, well, you just copy it onto your clipboard and then paste it into Webflow. And then we're going to have the name. So this is like header, like 1, I don't know. And whoop. And then it'll have an image on the inside of, you know, like what that actually looks like, right? So that's just a component. That's the title. And that's the background for it. Okay. So let's make that one as a component. component. And then can we copy one here? Left align, so annoying. Yeah. Get to the same distance, doesn't snap into place nicely. That sucks. Let's do this instead. Definitely might need to play around with spacing here so they don't look so spaced out. Spaced out. Although, I mean, if I took this and I took this, and I guess I could just make a fourth one. There we go. Okay, so there'd be still some more things to play around with. And I would think that I don't need to finalize this section or this graphic until I actually have the website built. And then I could just take that image and put it into here. Or I might just keep it here and just maybe design it really, really well. But yeah, I kind of like this. So this is very simple. Okay. So design and build beautiful websites, take control of your time, and then this shows you how easy it's going to be to use the application. And then we gotta go on to figure out what we want to do with this part. Because this part is just too generic as well too, with these three little sections. And bad icons and all that jazz. Okay, I'm gonna sleep on this because I'm still not. Well, can I do a little bit more of a side by side? Can I zoom out? Oh, this is gonna be a little harder to see. which one's better? Actually, this one here. Let's, where are we? I think we're here. No. You guys, no. Come on. Like, I'm selected you. How come it's not moving just you? Oh, what the hell? Why do you do this to me? Or is that moving everything? I want to move just this. How do I move just this? It's not letting me move just this. Do I have to hold shift or something? No, alt. That's just making a copy. What about control? No. Come on. This doesn't make any sense. I did it before. Why won't you let me move just this individual thing? If I lock that, no, still moving. Okay. Oh, it's because it's a component from here. Gotcha. Okay, so let us, can I break the component? What's the button to do that? Detach instance. Okay, there we go. So now you can come here and you can move over here. Right. So that's the difference between the two. Ooh, which one is better? I don't know. That's a tough call, actually. Actually, maybe. Oh. Sorry, I know it's hard to see here. Or maybe if I do this, but can I? Oh, I can't zoom in this thing because it's not a browser. It's like an app. Maybe can I zoom in a little bit more, like 60%? This is not letting me. Oh, come on. Okay. 75. That looks like about the best I can do to fit them both on the screen at the same time. Which one is the winner? Let me know what you think. If you prefer the more traditional hero image here on the right, along with the text on the left, or something a little bit different with everything centered with the logo. I need to get an actual logo for this. And then the text kind of centered all on the middle of the page. Which one works the best? All right, I think I'm going to, I still want to keep going, but I think I'm going to leave this here today. I'm going to get up and do some stretches, do a little bit of exercising, get the blood flowing from sitting down here. And we're going to pick it up again tomorrow. And yeah, I don't know how much more of this we want to continue in Figma versus actually going ahead and starting to building in Webflow. We're definitely going to start building in Webflow this week for sure, but I'll see what else I can do this evening if I can get any further in just these nitpicky design stuff that you don't need to see, and we'll see where we are tomorrow. So yeah, sounds like a little bit of a plan. All right, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching. There's a few other people that popped in, some new people. Thank you so much for joining. If there's ever anything you want me to talk about or that you have any questions or whatever, feel free to leave them in the comments or message me or whatever. Always happy to talk to like-minded people that are interested in Webflow, design, building their own company, websites, all that good stuff. So with all that being said, have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.